Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Nam Pranavartaya Suddhagnanai Murtaye Nirmalaya Prasantaya Dashina Murtaye Namaha. Nitaye Sharva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sharvalokanam Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Yasam Tado Jayamudirayet. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishnam Narayanam Vande, Krishnam Vande Vrjapriyam, Krishnam Dvaibhayam Vande, Krishnam Vande Pradasudam, Janmat Yasya Edonyadi Idaradas Ardesh Abhignaswarat, Tene Brahma Kritaya Adikavaye Muhyandi Yasurayaga, Tejo Vari Rutam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Krishadgom Risha, Dhamna Svena Sathani Rastagurgam, Satyam Param Dhimahi. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Pava Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Samana Tam Namami Harim Param. Satchidananda Rupaya Vishuddhyati Hetave Tabatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vyam Namaha. Yam Praprajantam Anupetam Apeta Krityam Dvaipayino Virakakadar Ajuhava Putredi Tanmaya Tayodarago Vineduko Tam Sarva Bhuta Kritiyam Muni Anatosmi. Namaskaram. So, in the last class, we were at Bhatrikashram. You remember that? So first, we went to Naimisharanyam. The Naimisharanyam, Shaunaka Rishis are asking the Sudha Pauranikas, oh, a million suns-like effulgence in you, O Guru, can you tell us what is that gives redemption in this world? What is that removes the delusion? What is that will nourish my vivekam, the discriminating intellect, through devotion? What is that in the Kali Yugam where the people are demonic in nature, mixed in demonic qualities? How are they getting free from these afflictions? What is that will give me, that Parayanam I should take, that will give Krishna Santosh, that will make the Lord happy, that I will be happy? So he gave me that. That's the kind of question he asked. And so the Pauranika took him very kindly and he said, you are a Krishna premi, you have a mind is full of prema, from love to the God, to Bhagavan. Therefore, I am going to tell you the cure that you need. I'm going to give you what is given to Parikshit by Sugar Brahma Maharishi to give him redemption. That I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that which is far better than Amritam. You asked me, you gave me an example that, Chintamani will give you the worldly pleasures and the Kamadhenu will give you the heavenly pleasures. I don't want all that. I need the Guru's Preeti and the redemption, the path to redemption. Therefore, you are not interested in Amritam. So I'm going to give you that is superior than Amritam. And I'm going to give you even the Lord Brahma contemplated and weighed against all other Shastras and come to the conclusion that which is the eternal knowledge, eternal pathway to redemption is Shrimad Bhagavata. So all this preamble, Sudha Pauranika is given to Shaunaka. Then he said, Now, I'll tell you something. Not only I'm going to tell you the Bhagavatam, I'm also going to tell you first how this Bhagavatam is recited, how it is heard. Saptagama Vidhi. I'm going to say that. And this I'm going to say, not out of my imagination, but I'm going to say that to you, what was taught to sage Narada by Sanat Kumaras. And this got an important point because sage Narada was the first one to hear this from his father, Brahma, the Bhagavatam. In 10 shlokas, Brahma gives to Narada the Bhagavatam, and Narada Maharishi took that Bhagavatam and gave that to Vyasa, who was suffering from mental agony. And then Vyasa Maharishi took that 10 shlokas and elaborated into Shrimad Bhagavatam. So Narada knows everything, right? But then the insight is, to that Narada, Sanat Kumaras, who are the brothers of, I told you that Sanaka, Sanantana, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumara, the 4 of the children of Brahma, Manasaputras. They were brother of Narada, and they taught him the Saptaha Vidhi. Saptaha means listening, worshipping in 7 days. So he was telling. So I'm going to tell you that, Shaunaka, I'm going to tell you that. Therefore, you know how to listen to this Bhagavata Saptaham, and before you understand the Bhagavatam content. And to do this, I must take you to Badrikashram. So we all went with him and we went to Badrinath, where these Sanakati rishis are assembling to create satsang. There are a few places in the Puranas which are scattered all over India, as deemed as the very pious place. Naimisha Aranyam is Aranyam, that means richness of beings. Naimisham, that is, time goes in as nothing. Time doesn't move. It means you have totally focused. So the kind of a contemplative place is Naimisha Aranyam. Same is Badrikashram. So these two are very quite popular in Bhagavatam and Srimad Ramayana. So there they are waiting, and there comes the Narada. So we saw in the last 2 classes in the story. So they were saying, Shanakadis were sitting and Narada was passing by. He was a loafer, he's nomad, he just goes around. But on that particular time, it was going with such a face of a Dina Mukha, full of sorrow. Such a Brahmajnani he is, how can he have sorrows? So the Sanat Kumaras call Narada and say, what is the problem? This is unlikely of you to have this kind of face. What happened? Then we started saying, oh no, I went to all the places, Arishketram, Guruketram, Srirangam, Sedubandhanam. I went to all the good places. But what I found, after coming to this earth, which I heard as the only place for redemption, because all these logas above and below, or to execute or to experience the yearnings that we had. Pava punyams are going to be debited, credited in this expenditure of our time. But once it is exhausted, one have to come to the Prithvi to get salvation. Therefore, I expected in this place full of rishis, full of uttama silas, sadguna jivas. But what I found, na pashyam kutrachit manasandosha. I did not find anywhere that gives me happiness to the mind. Adharma mitriyan, everybody was going with adharma. Satyam nasti, tapam nasti, daya nasti, danam nasti. All this is not there. Uttaram parino jiva. Only to fill up your stomach, people are working. Mandaha, lazy people. Manda buddhi. So there's not a buddhi there. Pakantanada. Pakantam means all those non-believers were there. Temples were all full of Yamanas and Milechers who have no belief in this temple, who don't believe in Sanatana Dharma. So sadhus are gone, yogis are gone. Those who are appearing as yogis are not really yogis. So therefore, good places are arid of goodness. Tirtha kshetras are all polluted by the milechers. Families are getting bad. Women are being, vanity becomes an important point of view. Men don't take control of the family household. He's not a breadwinner anymore. He is lazy. So he's giving all that thing. And then he's next one, what we need to do. I think we saw the last one, 36. Attashula Janapadaha, Shivashula Dujatya, Kaminya Kesha Solinya, Sambhavanti Kalavya. We saw this one. So, Attasholama. Cooked food people are selling. So, okay, in those days, once the rice is cooked, you don't sell it. It becomes a dhanam. You can sell raw rice, but not the cooked. Anything cooked is to feed others. So people are doing that. Okay, today we have so many restaurants, you pay money. So it's Kali. Sivashula, the Jadhya. So all this learned people who are supposed to be going by the scripture content, they are selling those own knowledge. They're not following it. Kaminya Keshulinya. So ladies with the beautiful long hair, utilizing it to invest on their livelihood, which means they are having an immoral life. So like this is the world is going like this. I'm not really happy about this. That's the reason I was so bad. Then he says, okay, like this, I was stranded around the places and ultimately reached Yamuna. So he says, Evam Pashyana Kale Doshana Padyadan Navni Maham Yamunam Tadama Bando Yatralila Harobut. Evam Kaleha Doshan. In this Kali Yuga, all this kind of afflictions, all this kind of a grief, adharma, Pashyana. So by looking at all these things, so I'm looking at all these things, evam, like this, just worried about all these things. What happened was, avanim paryadandu. Avanim, so aham, avanim, this whole world paryadandu. I'm just loafing around as a nomad. What did I came? I came to a place where Bhagavan did Leela Hare Abhudaha. Hare Leela. Hari's Leela Abhudaha. Abhudaha means where all this thing happened. Abhudaha means Asti, where this Bhagavan's divine play happened, which is Yamunam Tadam, in the banks of the Yamuna river, which is basically Vrindavan. So Vrindavan is the place, the garden of basil plants everywhere. That's why the Bhagavan does a Leela. So I came there. I was so worried. At least this place where Bhagavan's feet has touched and played should give me salvation. So I came there. Okay. What happened? Tastracharyam maya drishyam shriyadam tammunishvaraha ekatu taruni tatra nishanna kinna manasa. Tatra means that place, that Yamuna bank, that Vrindavan. Ascharyam maya drishyam. The Kriyapadam is drishyam. So maya drishyam, I look at that. Something I saw. What is it I saw? Ascharyam. Something exciting, something wonderful, something rare, awe-inspiring I saw. What is it? That, oh Munishvaraha, he's calling, Narada is calling the Sanat Kumara, oh Munishvaraha, oh great sages, Shriyadam, listen to me. What do you have to listen to me? What I saw, the Ashcharyam I saw. Ekatu Taruni Tatra Nishanna Kinna Manasaha. Tatra, that place, in that Vrindavan, Eka Taruni, there's a lady, young lady. Taruni means a yuvati, young lady, young maiden. Kinna Manasala. Kinna Manasala means afflicted mind, worried mind. So there was a lady there. I went there to the banks of the Yamuna near Vrindavan. I saw this one very inspiring thing. What is the inspiring thing he's going to say? I saw a young lady, young girl, with the full of worries in her mind, standing there. Vriddau tvau paditau parshve nishvasantava chetanau sushruti prabodhanti rutati chayo tayopuraha. So what happened there was Vriddau dvau. So I saw two Vriddau, two old people I saw. How are they? Patito. They just fallen to the feet. I saw two old people fallen down. Parshve, in here. How are they? Nisvasantaha. Achetana. Nisvasantaha. Nisvasanta means niswasa. Swasa means do. Niswasa means you don't have this breathing. Here, nisvasanta means he's being gasping for breath, long breathing, struggling to breathe. Achate now. Now means the Dvaivachanam. Those two were immoving, having long breathing, fallen down on the feet near her. Sushrusanti prabodhanti rudati cha tayopraha. Cha means, and also tayopuraha. In the front of those vriddhas, in the front of those old people, sushrusanti, by doing sushusha, by doing the care, tending them, nursing them, and prabodhanti, making them get up. Prabodhanti means get up. No, making those two old people. And this yuvati is Uddati. She's crying. So the woman is, imagine the scenery now, in the banks of Yamuna, the two old men are lying down next to this young lady. The young lady is making him get up. But these two are like Nachalam, like a mountain fallen down. But old mountain, tired, breathing hard. They were there. So dasat dishu nirikshanti rakshidaram nijam babu vijyamana sadastri bibbo vijyamana sadastri abhi bhotyamana muhur muhuhu. Okay. Nijam babu could be say nija babu. Okay, it should be nija babu. Her body. Rakshidaram. Rakshidara means to protect her body. That means to save herself. That means to escape from the tragedy that she's going through. Dasa dikshu. Dikshu means this disha, all the directions. Dasa dikshu means all 10 directions, up, down, and all 8 directions. What is she doing? Nirishanti. She's looking at it. So he's looking helplessly if somebody will help me or not. She's doing that. Stribihi, Shadaha Stribihi. So hundreds of women, Vijyamanaha. So how is she standing? She's standing looking for help, but she's being served by hundreds of women. And bodhyamanaha. Bodhya means to give consolation. So there are hundreds of women serving her and making her to be, consoling her. She's there. So you have to add the asti abhu here. So she's standing there with this eyes full of tears, looking for help in all directions, but she is being served. So this is wonderful for, it's kind of amazing to Narada, because what is this woman doing? It's a young woman. There are two people there, very old people lying down. Maybe they are suffering from something. Hundreds of beautiful young ladies are serving them, consoling them. So she must be really a queen or someone. So he's thinking in his mind, what's going on? So she says, Drishtva dura tadak soham kautikena tadatam mam drishtva shotita bala vihvala shaprabit vajaha. Drishtva, having seen. What is it I've seen? Durat saha aham. Soham means saha. That me. That means that the person was wondering like that's me. That's Narada, myself. Durat drishtva. From the distance I saw this. So kautikena. So because of this, there's kind of a trigger in me to eagerness in me to go and see it. Tadanikam, tat annikam. So that means that person, to that place, to her. Annikam, I went near that. Gataha. So I went there near her. Mam drishtvacha uttida bala. So Bala, this Yuvati, what she did, drishtvacha, Mam drishtvacha, having seen me, what she did, uttida, she got up. Then Vihvala abravit, Vihvalacha. And also yes, Vihvala means trembling, and trembling in both in fear and anxiety. She's trembling, and then she was telling him. So he's calling basically to Narada, having seen him, she's calling. So now, Balo watch. Bala means the young lady is telling. Bho, sadhu, kshanam tishta. Machitnabhinashe. Darshanat tavam lokasya. Sarvata kaham param. Bo, sadhu. Bo means sitting. Bo, sadhu. Kshanam tishta. So just a second, please. Stop. So he's calling him. Machintam abhinashya. Machintam. My chintam here means machinta shokam. My mental worry. Abhinashya. Please resolve my worry. Why? Why is he calling a stranger like that? Because the next line she says, Darshanatam lokasya sarvata param agaharam. Agaharam. Agaharam means, haram means destroying. Aga means the inexplicable sadness of your heart. So that can be destroyed by what? Lokasya in the world. Sarvata darshanatva. Tavam darshana. So whenever we see the great people's darshanam, this is very important slogan actually. What is it saying is that she's calling, she's seeing Narada, the sage, and she recognizes he's a Brahmajnani, and she's looking for help. Dashadik, he's looking at all the directions. She's calling him, please stop for a second. Don't you see me suffering? Just resolve my problem. Please resolve my problem. Because in the world, only a darshanam of you or people like you can be helpful, blissful. Now, we're going to see later, the slokam says, Sadhunam samachittanam sudara madgruhatmanam darshanam no bhaved bandat umso krishno savidva. So Bhagavan says, Sadhunam samachittanam. So whoever is sadhu, whoever is well-balanced, sudara matkudarnam. Matkudarnam means that you don't do anything, just give up yourself to those people. When you see a great sage, great scholar, but samachittanam, who is controlled his mind, who is a yogi, who is satpurusha, when you see them, you just fall at their feet, give up yourself completely. Don't need to ask for anything. What happened when you do that? Darshana no bhavet. When you do that one, what happened? No bhavet means no bhavet bantaka. All your problems will be resolved by darshanam. How it is compared? So how the kshano, when your eyes, if you look pratyakshama, if you see the sun, when you see the sun, the darkness goes away. You don't ask the sun to remove the darkness. You go in front of sun, your darkness is gone. In fact, you become known to everybody else because nobody can see you in darkness. When you go in front of the sun, you don't see darkness. You see things, you become knowledgeable, but you are also known to others because others can see you. So this is how the Bhagavata compares very beautifully that satsangam means not only hearing, even to see the sadhuja. So sometimes we go to these Tirtha Yatras and we go to the Punyashatras, Satsangas, we go there. Even if there is no pravachanam goes there, you may be able to see some sadhu going by. Just by looking at them. They may not look at you, doesn't matter. You look at the sun and you get, that's what the example gives you. So here, you see, in Bhagavan, see, Parabrahmam, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, this is how the Bhagavatam says. Parabrahmam is a Nirguna Brahman. The Paramatmam comes into the Vaishnava Sampradayam as a Divya Tampati, as the power and the power source. But Bhagavan is the manifestation into form, personification of Parabrahmam in the world to grant good things. If you can take it that way, it's much simpler to understand that way. Parabrahmam, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Bhagavan is what you worship. In ordinary way, that Bhagavan is a Achavadaram, is a Murti, is a Lingam. You can do that. But how do we know when a person is Bhagavan? Ramana Maharshi is called Bhagavan, Ramana Maharshi. Kavyakanta Ganapati's Muni, who is a great scholar of all the Vedas, Bhagavan did not study any Vedas in this, because he himself is a Veda Swarupam. He didn't go to the Adhyanam or anything. But to him, Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni praise obedience and tell him that you are the Bhagavan. Krishna is Bhagavan. Sai is a Bhagavan. We see, when you see the Bhagavan comes in, when somebody is hailed as a Bhagavan, what happened after some time to see, that person is served by everybody else. He didn't ask for them to come and serve. They didn't say, come and serve me. No, they didn't say that. Bhajaniya Sarva Sadguna Visishta Bhagavan. Jiva Goswami says, to whom when you see that you want to serve them, when you have that kind of a, what do you call it, Ichcha Shakti comes into you. I want to serve this person. I want to be with the person. That kind of a Sankarshanam is called. Akarshana. In you comes the Avesha. Avesha means that you just give up yourself. You want to be with the person. When that comes in, that means you identify a Satpurusha with whom you can stay, to whom you can serve, to whom you can see, to whom you can hear. Because you get salvation. That's why this Bhagavatam Shlokam is so simple and very effective. He says, Bhumna Sokshama Savitu Sata. You in front of the sun, if you stand up, how you get enlightened. So here, she is actually asking for Narada, knowing that he is a Satpurusha. Okay. Bagudha tava vakyena dukkha shanti pavishyati yada bhakyam bhavet puri bhavado darshanam kata. She's now explaining it, Of course, that's what I was trying to say now. You say, tava vakyena. Now, first she said darshanam. I see it. Now she's, once you get a great Mahatmas with you, You want to really positively leverage on them, exploit their grace on you, right? There's nothing wrong with this. Like, child, when the child sees the mother, it wants a milk, she wants the mother's cuddle, she wants the mother to give her a kiss. It's not exploitation. It's how the nature should be. So having asked for his darshanam to stand up and look at her, that itself will cure her problem. Now she's pushing hard. What she's saying, Tava Vakyena, from your words, Bahuda Dukkha Shantihi, Bhavishyati. Bhavishyati, I have known, I have heard, I understood. Tava Vakyena, from your words, from people like you, from your words, Bahuda Dukkha Shantihi, all kinds of problems would be resolved. See, now what he's saying, don't just stop, please tell me. That means he's going to ask the question. See, this is how the poetry should be, It just takes you a step at a time. I deliberately, because I want you to travel with me on this one. So having seen him, stops him, ask for a darshan. Once the darshan comes in, please tell me. She's going to ask the question. So, yada bhuri bhakyam bhavet tatado darshanam bhavataha. This is beautiful. Yada bhuri. Bhuri means enormous. When enormous bhagyam bhavet. Whenever you are blessed with great good fortune, tata, only that time. To darshanam bhavataha. So this kind of darshanam that I am getting now, this darshanam cannot happen just like that. It happens because this enormous punyam is now manifesting itself. So this is also important. So when you see the Saddarishanam, when you go see the great sages, you must feel proud, positively proud, because somebody is not able to see it. No, both of you travel to Rishikesh or Kashi, and your partner wants to go and see a movie or go to a restaurant, and Kashi Halwa is very good. They want to go and have a Kashi Halwa and lassi in Benares. But you go there and see the thing. Why? Because the bhagyam bhavet. For you, the bhagyam is manifesting. So she's saying, my bhagyams are manifesting, therefore you are here. And therefore you tell me. So Narada will watch it. So Narada is saying, so today we have to finish it early, right? Yeah, okay. So Narada will watch it. Kasi tvam kavimauchema naryaka padmalochanaha patadevi savistaram swasya dukkasya karanam. So Narada is asking her. Narada is telling the lady, Ka asitvam. Who are you? Who are you here? Who are being here? Who are you? Imau cow means who? Imau means this two. Who is this two? That means he's looking at those two old men. Chamelum, in Howard. Imaha naryaha kaha patnalochanaha. Again, patnalochanaha. Patnalochana means lotus-like eyes. With the lotus-like eyes, imaha naryaha kaha. Who are these wonderful ladies with the lotus-like eyes serving you? Who are these people? Devi, oh lady, sa vistaram dukkasya karanam vata. Oh Devi, oh lady, oh young lady, tell me, what is your problem? Dukkasya karanam, what is your karanam? Tell me. Vistaram, say vistaram. Say that in a. Don't give me just I had a problem, but tell me exactly what happened. Why is this problem happened to you? So Narada is asking. So that means he's going to help her out. That is his intent. So the lady is so happy. She says, aha, now I got your attention. You're standing there. Thank you so much. She does a namaskaram to him and says, aham bhaktiridi khyata imo me danayav matau jnana vairagyam namanau Kala yogena jarjara. Aham bhaktihi. I am bhaktihi. Idi khyata. Because you may know the story. I don't want to give the story. I want to take you step by step. I am known as Bhakti. My name is Bhakti. Now, what is being built here is an allegory and an illustration that the divine Bhakti becomes a young lady. That's what it is. How can Bhakti is a concept, right? You think Bhakti is a concept. Can it manifest? God is a concept. When you do not know God, God manifests. So here, this young lady says, I am Bhakti idi khyada. So everybody is calling me as a Bhakti here. Me imau me tanayau. These two are my children, my sons. Matau, for them, Jnana Vairagya Namau. For them, the names are Jnanam and Vairagyam. But what happened to these people? Kalo Yegna, Kala Yogena Jarjarao. Jarjarao means trembling, fatigue, tiring, ripen, old. Kala Yogena, because of this time, they become old people. So this is why Narada was surprised. How come a mother is young and children are thick? But second question, Gangatyaha Haridaschema Matsevata Samagataha Tatapina Shreyaha Sevitadaha Surairabihi. Gangatyaha. Who are these beautiful women? Narada asked. So he is saying, Gangatyaha. Ganga Adi. Ganga, Yamuna, Sindhu, Saraswati. All these Saridaha. Saridaha means these rivers. All these rivers, Chema, all these people, Matsevarta Samagadaha. Samagadaha. They all come here for what? Mat Sevarta. To serve me. That means all these great rivers taken the form of beautiful ladies and they are here to serve me. Then why she is crying? That she says the next line. Surairabi Sevitadaha. Even though these are all devas, I am worshipped by all these devas, tatapi nacha shreyaha. Nacha shreya. Even though I am worshipped by all these devatas, because all the rivers are devatas, aren't they? So they take a form of gross form of water, they flow, but they have the inert consciousness inside and they manifest into Mata Ganga. So all these devatas come and worship me. I am the Bhakti, they're worshipping me. But even then, na Shreya. I'm not feeling that Shreyas, I'm not feeling that Saubhagyam, I'm not feeling that bliss. I'm not happy. I'll just take one more and then finish it. Idanim Shunum Matvartam Sachitvam Tapodana Vartami Vidadapyasti Tamshutva Sugamavaha. Tapodana, O Tapasi, O Tapasvi, O Narada. Idanim Matvartam Sachittaha. Idanim, now, this time, Matvartam. So Matvartam means the artham of my words, understanding my words. That one, Chittaha Tvam Shrunum. Chittaha Shrunum. You please listen to it carefully. I'm going to tell you my words and the content of it. Please put in your mind. Shrunum, please listen to it. Varta me vidada api asti. Oh, now she's building a story. Varta me, in my words, vidada api asti. All my blabbering may be a bit large. I'm going to take more time. My tragic story, it's a long story. Please, even though it is bigger, tam shuddva sukhamavaha. When you listen to it, I get sukham. I get happiness. See, again, another insight into this. We don't have time to go in detail. My darshanam gave me the happiness. Now, if you please listen to my story, even though it is a long story, even though it is irrelevant to your affairs of life, please listen to me, because I have no place to unladden my sorrow. So this is a classic bhakti. Bhakti is, when you go to the God, well, I won't ask God anything. Of course, you don't ask God anything because you are a jignasu, mumukshu, that's fine. But ahankaram you cannot have. Ask God anything, nothing wrong, Sometimes my sister even say, when she makes this chutney, she pray to God, please the chutney should come well. What to ask God for? But everything is God. So you can ask, you can unload your burden into this. So when you unload the burden, I think you and I will have lots of burden to unload all the time. It's recurring. So when it comes, so he's put a preamble. So even though it is big, long one, oh Muni, you listen to it, I get sukham. How can he listen, you get sukham? He's not done anything. So you go to God, you go to the guru, you go to the counselor and tell your problem. It's not solved yet, but you get sukham, which we all know by experience, because when you share sorrow, unlad your mind's pressure, it gives you freedom. That's the sukham she's asking for. So I think we stop there here today, because I think there's some personal work to be done by Balaji. So we'll take the next class. I think I bid a false promise of finishing in the next 2 classes. Maybe I have to take maybe 3 classes. Let's see. Om Ashadoma Shadgamaya.
Om Soma Satgamaya.
Tamashoma Jyotirgamaya.
Jyotirgamaya.
Mrityoma Amardam Gamaya.
Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
That's it.
Thank you, Raja.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Raja sir.
Thank you.